How much can you save as an international student in Germany? Well, the saving depends on how much you are earning first. So if you have watched my previous YouTube video, it will give you a clear idea about how much you can earn in Germany as a student. If you're someone who is looking for studying in Germany or any other country abroad, studying means bachelor's, master's or PhD, then I have set up a team of experts who can guide you on your application. So all your documents, visa process, application process, everything is under control. So just register on the link in description and you will get a free of cost call from my team to talk about your questions, to solve your doubts and also to help you on the process. So go register right now. Majority of the students do part-time jobs at restaurants or shops, or also working students in companies, and in these jobs the average salary is 1200 euros per month. So I will consider this amount to calculate your savings and let you know how much you can save in a month. Well, let's not forget that when you are a student in Germany, you also get an extra monthly income from your blocked account. That is the money that you had blocked before coming to Germany. So let's see how much you can save if you don't touch this money and you save it for your next year's blocked account. To understand the savings, let's first know how much are the expenses of a student while living in Germany. So starting from the fixed expenses right now, that is the rent. So rents have increased a lot. When I started as a student, it was just 247 euros per month, but now it has increased even 500 euros or more than that. Plus the rents that have been subsidized, that is the rent of accommodation in hostels or student dorms from the university, those are the lowest. But the waiting time for those is so high right now that there is a high chance that you might not even get it and you have to get a private accommodation outside. What will be the difference in that? So when you get university apartments, they can easily cost you 300 or 350 euros at the lowest, and in this 300 or 350 euros it is all inclusive. That means you don't have to pay your electricity bills extra or you don't have to pay your internet bills separately. But when you live in a private flat somewhere in the city, then you have to pay all these expenses on top many times, and you cannot guarantee. Every homeowner or landlord has his own way of controlling these things, so it totally depends on where you get the accommodation, and that will decide how expensive it will be for you every month. So let's consider an average rent that is going on right now. Don't be shocked, but this is really the average right now. It's 500 euros. Even in smaller cities where I live, it's literally a village. But even here, student dorms or private accommodations with 2-3 students together in a sharing flat also cost 500 euros per month easily. After rent, the next important expense is your grocery. It totally depends on your lifestyle and food choices, but let's consider an average of 200 euros for grocery per month. If you happen to share the grocery with your roommates and cook together, I'm sure it will cost even lesser. Plus, if you bring ready-to-eat items from India or get your normal grocery supplies like rice, dal and other expensive things like rava, poha from India, then you will also save much more. The next expense is the transport system here. So thankfully there is Deutschland card right now, that means a Germany card. So with this card you can travel Germany wide and it is available for students at a very subsidized rate. I think it's around 30 euros. But for general public it's available at 49 euros. So let's consider your travel charges as 30 euros and 20 euros on top if you want to travel somewhere else, or you happen to take a taxi when going to airport for example, then 20 euros on top for that. Look at the sky, it's looking so beautiful today, but there are too many mosquitoes here because of summer. That's the helicopter of the hospital here. We live close to the hospital. So the next expense as a student here is your gym cost. Now this is optional, it can depend from person to person, and let's consider it as 20 euros because students generally have reduced tariff for gyms. After gym, let's consider that you go out with students for parties or travel and you have to eat outside. So this cost would be around 50 to 100 euros depending on how much you party in a month. If you do it, I don't know, once a month, it can easily go up to 40 to 50 euros. And also included in this is some leisure activities. For example, you went to a swimming pool or you went to visit certain museums, or there is some show going on, movies for example, and you visit that, then let's add another 50 euros to this. And the last cost that I want to talk about is the internet cost. So if you you live in a private apartment outside, not in the student dorms of the university, then the internet cost can easily go up to 40 to 50 euros per month. So because of summer, there are too many mosquitoes, so I have to keep moving. I cannot sit in one place. The last cost that I want to talk to you about is the mobile bills. Mobile bills can be anything starting from 10 euros minimum going up to even 20 euros. Suppose you buy a mobile on contract, then you get the postpaid mobile connection along with your mobile phone that you bought, and this can easily go, if it's an iPhone, it can easily go up to 50 euros. So this is a variable cost. Then the next cost, which is compulsory, any person has to pay this when they are living in Germany. It's the radio tax, and that is around 18 euros per month. So let's consider it is 20 euros. And that's all for the cost of living for a student in Germany. Now this cost can depend easily or go up and down easily depending on what kind of lifestyle you have as a student, what kind of choices you make, how much you go shopping, how much you go partying, how much you go outing with your friends, how much activities you do apart from normal sports. So it can vary depending on this. Also how much you travel around Europe, because when you're living in Europe, you definitely have access to so many countries, and that's why you tend to spend more. So it depends on many costs. So after spending all of this cost, the total is around 900 euros. If you're making 1200 euros as a student, then you would be spending 900 euros on your expenses on an average, and you would save around 300 euros per month. So that was it for the life of a student, how much you can save, how much you can earn, and what are your grocery bills. If you want to know anything more, just comment the things on my video and I will make another video. And that's all for today's video, guys. Let me know how you like it, if you enjoyed this video, and if there's anything more, simply comment and follow me on Instagram and YouTube for more such videos. Bye bye.